Hi, Cancer. How are you? I have a prediction for August for you, or forecast, as well as Mercury Retrograde, which is happening. I think it starts August 5th. So let's just get started and we'll unpack things as we go. I also took some notes. I just tuned into your energy and just wrote a few notes down. So we'll talk about that in a minute. The inspiring card that came for you is Source. And it really feels that you are so immersed in being connected to the universe that sometimes you're not sure that you are. It's like not being aware of you're wet while you're swimming in the water. So just trust that you have source all around you and you can tap into that energy whenever you feel you need to, or whenever you're feeling stuck. So let's just see, what did I write down? So I wrote, yeah, water, your water energy, you're in your element. And because, the Northern Hemisphere, we're in the middle of summer right now, we are just kind of getting out of your energy and getting into Leo energy, but still, you are in your element. It really feels like you're most comfortable right now than you have been so far this year. Um, and yet on the opposite side of things, and it's a collective reading, so go with what resonates with you. But I also wrote down wound up too tightly. So it's almost like you've been putting all of this energy into something or someone or some situation. And it just has you so focused on that, so wound up tightly about it. And yeah, that's just what came. And I also wrote down permission to retreat within your shell, because it almost feels like you're feeling pressure, whether or not someone outside of you is pressuring you, you're feeling pressure to just kind of keep going, to be out there, to be focused on all the things. Anyways, let me pull some tarot, and we'll pull some clarifiers as well. Let's just see what comes up. And hello, I'm Lorraine Ellen Scott. I'm an inspirational tarot reader. I read intuitively, and I'm also an introvert. So if you're an introvert or you relate to that, let me know in the comments. I love connecting with other empathic introverts because it's a really great way to feel empowered and to manage your energy. So your first card is the Two of Cups. Talking about managing your energy, it feels like this reading is definitely about you and someone else or something else. It's not always romantic, but it feels like there's a partnership of some sort, spiritual partnership, or maybe it's work related. It's kind of tough with a collective reading because there's just so many different messages and and things that come up. It's hard to narrow it down, but it really feels like you are feeling very connected, almost to the point where you can't tell where your energy ends and where someone else's begins, is what's coming up. We're going to pull clarifiers too, but let me just keep pulling some cards here. I'm going to pull 5 cards and we'll clarify them. Speaking of 5, you have the 5 of Wands. So I think in relation to this Two of Cups, 5 of Wands is definitely having trouble playing well with others is what comes to me. I'm picturing an old report card, maybe not my own. But this card often represents conflict and competition. But to me, this is also reflecting on how your actions need to be recalibrated and reset. And it just feels like there's just been a lot of frustration that wound up too tightly. Maybe it's because there is some competition going on, and maybe competition isn't the right terminology, but take what resonates. I don't know if you can hear my Elliot, my Italian Greyhound, or not, but he's barking in the background. I apologize. He wants to go out and have some fun too. Elliot, knock it off. All right. Third card is the Ace of Wands. When I pick up this card for you, it really feels like burning the candle at both ends. You've got a couple of wands cards here, and it feels like you have been doing and doing and doing, and it's kind of out of your nature because often you're very introspective and can really understand the emotional side of things, the intuitive side of things. But because things have been just going and going, it's been really tough for you to sit there and take stock. So this to me is just a reminder to do that. Looking forward to clarifying. But two more tarot cards. Excuse my cough. And we have strength. I'm drawn immediately to the lion and thinking Leo energy, as we have left your sign and we're working our way into Leo season. We are in Leo season. And it feels like you're definitely needing to rest and recuperate to get your strength. Crawl into that shell. It's totally okay to take a break. Maybe what I'm picking up on too is that a fear of, oh, if I stop now, I'll never start again. That might be why you have been like pushing and pushing and pushing, but sometimes there's just too much action and it can just burn through everything to the point where it just burns everything up. Your energy is toast. So to me, it's having that strength and courage to know when to pause, when to stop, when to recalibrate. And, I haven't really talked much about the Mercury retrograde energy that's coming, but it's all about the it's all about the recalibrating. It's revisiting the things from the past. It's what's another word? Recalibrating your energy. Oh, this came up with another sign in the exact same position too. So the Lovers, definitely wanting to find the ability to sustain your energy. This might not be romantic. It's definitely partnership. So you have bookends. You started with the Two of Cups. You ended with the Lovers. So perhaps this is the energy. And if you can keep the flow of it, if you can know when to rest, know when to give, know when to take, you'll be in that ultimate relationship with yourself, with business, what have you. I'm going to pull some clarifiers now here too. And I'm just going to take this opportunity to thank you for watching. Please like this video. It really helps my channel grow. And please subscribe and put the notification bell on. Helps my channel grow in a big way. And I'm super grateful that you're here. So thank you. Let's clarify the Two of Cups with the Knight of Swords. Definitely feels like when you're aligned with someone else or with that higher energy, you definitely have the momentum to keep going and keep moving forward, and trust that no matter what happens, when you keep that momentum up, you're going to go places. Now, when I say that, when I talk about the past where it's like you're afraid to stop, to me, this is just saying all you got to do is just, crank things up again and it'll be totally fine. Clarifying the Five of Wands, with the back of the card, with the Seven of Wands. So interesting. It feels like if you keep pushing and pushing, eventually you're going to come to an impasse, and you're going to be forced to slow down or stop. So this to me is a heads up to not push beyond the limitations of whatever yourself, whatever the circumstances are where you are pushing. Again, a collective reading, so it's really tough to figure out the minute message, because this, I want to make sure everybody gets a little something here. But yeah, I'm really feeling that if you keep pushing, things will come to an impasse anyway. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Tower comes up, because I'm also picking up on that sometimes Tower moments are the only thing that make us go, okay, let's take a look at this situation. Let's take stock in what's going on. So clarifying the Ace of Wands, you have the Five of Wands again. So I mean what I say, we have the Five of Wands here as well. So there's definitely, it definitely feels like there's some pushback, and I really feel it's within you. It's internal, or it's showing up in the messages that you might be receiving from other people. And it's not saying that you're having a clash with anybody. I think it's all within you. So which to me is good news, because then you also, being aware of it, have the power to stop stop doing that. So clarifying the Strength card with the 9 of Cups. I love this little tarot trees. Just has a different way of looking at things. So what this is saying to me is that you know what it's like to feel good, to love yourself and love your life. So if things are looking a little awkward or wonky, and again, this is like forecasting energy. It's not a crystal ball, but it's an awareness. If energy like that seems to come up, then I would just remember that you know what it's like to feel good. You know what it's like to be in flow with your energy. And it's like a cat that always lands on its feet, no matter how it's jumped or fallen, it always lands 4 feet on the floor. And let's clarify the Lover's card with the Knight of Cups. This might be a romantic thing for you, okay? Because Knight of Cups often represents traditional, like love and what's the word I'm looking for? Because it's so far removed from me right now. Romanticizing something, wanting something to look like it does in those romantic movies from the past. So with that said, it also feels like giving yourself that love and awareness and attention. And I also want to pull a spirit animal card, just to wrap things up in a little bow and just see how things are going from here. Let's see what pulls here. Okay. You have Dove Spirit. Be peace. That's card 21. So numerologically, 2 + 1 is 3. 3 is the number of spirit. 3 is the number of connecting to another source other than physical or emotional. So it's really picking up on that spiritual side of things. Maybe that's for you, Cancer. That's the only thing that seems to be not as prominent. There's a lot of taking action. There's a lot of emotional energy, but there's really only one mental energy. And I do notice that you do have 2 knights here. So to me, this is like taking charge of your life. So when you can do things from that peaceful place, when you give yourself permission to rest, when you trust that you can pick up from where you left off after you've had your break or your rest, I think that that's a powerful piece. And the very first card picked up on was Source. It really feels like you sometimes have to let go of control, let go of the reins, and just allow yourself to float in that energy of Source and trust that you are always connected and supported, and it shows up in many different ways. So when you can slow yourself down, when you can revert back to your shell for a little bit, gives you time for contemplation, gives you time to review. There's another R word for the Mercury retrograde. So anyways, thank you so much, Cancer. I hope you like this, and we'll see you in your next video. Peace.